Previously in our Flask video series, we created a contact form from scratch and enhanced its security measures by adding validation logic to it. Now it's time to verify the authenticity of the submitted email addresses to further help prevent spam. Hello and welcome to Mailtrap Videos, where we explore the world of emails. First, a word about email verification. Simply put, it's a process which helps verify if there's an actual user on the receiving end of the email address. The verification itself consists of sending an activation link or code to an email address, which the end user should activate from their inbox.
How can I verify that?
Here's how it usually looks. The user inputs their name, email address, and message, and submits the contact form. Then a confirmation flash message pops up, and voila! Email verification link is in their inbox. Now, let's see how to enable all that cool stuff in our Flask project. Start by importing some necessary modules to the main application file. The first module is the URL Safe Timed Serializer, used for securely signing and serializing data. It can include timestamps or unique tokens to allow for expiration. We also have the Flask_mail module, which we'll need for sending our verification email to the user. As you probably know, the Flask mail module can't send the verification message on its own without an email service. So in this example, we'll use the SMTP server provided by Mailtrap, another inseparable ingredient to our contact form. To access the Mailtrap SMTP credentials, all you need to do is create a free account. Register your domain, which will be used for sending emails. Visit the Integration tab under Sending Domains. Select the transactional stream, which is perfect for sending verification mails. Find the Flask mail configuration among Python libraries. Copy-paste the credentials to your contact form script. Simple, isn't it? However, keep in mind that in the video, I hard-code the credentials as it's a demo, but in a real production environment, I'd suggest you store this kind of sensitive information in a more secure place, like a .env file, for example. Next, let's create an instance of Flask Mail and an instance of URL Safe Timed Serializer using the security key of our application. Then we need to create a function, which will, as the name suggests, generate the verification token by simply calling the dump function of our serializer. After that, let's add a handler for the verification token and expiration parameters. It should also contain the try block, which will catch any exceptions that might occur during the confirmation process and provide an additional layer of security to our token. Moving on, in order to verify our email successfully, we need to call the two functions we just created. First, let's generate the token here and add a return statement with the verify_URL HTML and subject lines being just right under the token. Secondly, we can compose the email body by calling the message class below the subject line, in which the constructor parameters will be the subject, sender, recipient, body, and the HTML of our email. For the sender email address, we'll use the Mailtrap SMTP again. We'll finish it off by adding a logic for sending a message to the user when your app sends the verification email to them, like so. And remember that flash message from the beginning of the video that informs the user they've got verification mail? Here we'll add a logic for displaying just that. We'll also need to define another route, which will be the handler for the verification. This way, if the user is late to click on the verification, they'll get a message that informs them of it. Or if they do it in time, they'll know that too. And with that, we've prepared our main application file. The last thing we need to do is create a verify_email.html template, which will hold the verification URL. But before we do that, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. We prepared a whole Flask series for you, and a plethora of useful Python videos, which are just a click away. Okay, back to our template. To create it, simply visit the Mailtrap Blog, where you can conveniently copy the full code snippet. Just make sure that you create the template in the templates folder within your app's main directory. Otherwise, it won't work. For your convenience, I'll leave a link in the comments below. As you can see, verify_URL is passed from our main file.
Okay, everybody, that's a wrap.
And with that, we've successfully added email verification logic to our Flask contact form. If you want to enhance your form's security further, why not add a reCAPTCHA to it and ensure it stays robot-free? We've already prepared a video tutorial about it, so feel free to use it as your go-to guide. See you later.